Hi everyone, I'm Tallie. I just turned 20 last week and I'm officially no longer a teenager. This week has been fun. I realized that I've learned a lot over the course of my life, no matter even how short it is so far. And I know that I still have a lot to learn, but I just wanted to kind of commemorate them. Something to look back on once like I'm 30 or 40 and yeah. These are the things that I've learned in my 20 years of living while I eat the last slice of my birthday cake. I have here my journal with me to read and share what I've listed down so far. The first thing I've realized, you're only young once. Money will come back. Time and your bone strength won't. Okay. I'm not encouraging you to do illegal stuff. Please don't. Please know your limits in this kind of sense. Every experience that you gain, no matter how stupid it is, it's valuable in how you bring yourself, how you talk about yourself, and overall the way you view the world. These things that you do now, the actions that you do now, wait, they will become the stories that you tell once you're older to your younger siblings, to your future kids. And this is something that I've also realized in my philosophy class. We've been learning about Confucius, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is this is my understanding of what's happening in my class. It's that us as humans, we're always changing because our everyday experiences, our relationships with other people, our interactions with them, they constantly change us. For Confucius, people are relational, meaning that our relationships build us. Our interactions with people build us. The way we experience many things with the people that we've come across with, they build who we are. They change who we are. So, the quality of your relationships, your interactions, your experiences with people, and how you build yourself from those kinds of experiences, it influences who you are. So make sure that in your teenage years you start building that kind of quality. And that's why I'm not pertaining to illegal stuff at all. I'm pertaining to the fact that take that risk in learning something. Take that risk in trying something you've never tried before and learn from it. Your bones and your muscles won't be as strong and won't be as capable to be stupid as now. For me, it's better that tomorrow I'll regret the money I spent today than regretting 30, 40 years from now that I never did something that I wanted to try. Money will come back. Your time won't. I haven't taken a bite. And this is good. Thank you so much to my friends for this cake. Second, everything is causal. Your words will stuck. As teenagers, it's understandable that we have a lot of anger. There's a lot of pressure around us. There's just a lot of changes happening, not only externally but also in our physical bodies, and it's overwhelming. And I know that as teenagers as well, we often don't still have a clear concept of how our actions affect other people. In a way that everything you say or do will leave a mark. People might forget when or where you said it, but the way you said it and the way it made them feel will leave an impact on how they feel about themselves. I'm saying this in a good and a bad way. Always choose the kindest words that you could ever give, but because you could never know what the other person is going through. Because that way, you know you've made a positive impact on their lives rather than a bad one. This is coming from an angry daughter that admittedly have been really careless with my choice of words, especially when I was younger. And I regret a lot of the things that I said to my parents and to my sisters because they don't deserve those words. I never meant those words, and I regret ever saying those words to them. It won't cost you anything to be kind, but it will cost them something in a way that it will forever influence the way they think about themselves. And that's something that I'm still trying to learn today because admittedly sometimes my my emotions still get the best of me, that I say words that I don't mean. It's a process of learning. It's a habit that I'm trying to unlearn. Don't let that ego and pride get the best of you. Something that I realize as well is that I am way too harsh on myself, that it manifests on my relationships with other people. I expect way too much of myself that I expect the same from other people. It's not good to an extent that you're putting that much pressure not only on other people but yourself as well. So let go of those pressures. Enjoy the moment now. Be kind to people. Always choose to do the kindest thing you can. And when you do realize that you did something bad or you said something bad, always apologize. Apologizing does not make you weak, it makes you human. So, yes. Okay, next. Control is an illusion. You can't control everything. This is coming from a daughter who wants to control so much stuff. Because you know that belief that when you let go of something, when you just let the world do its own thing, that you won't be able to achieve that goal that you want. That's not true. That's not true. There are so many things in this world that you can't control. It is all so unexpected and unpredictable. You could never guess what's gonna happen next. And I know that right now we're experiencing all our first dream, our first goal, our many other firsts that I can't remember right now. I'm sorry, but you get attached to these goals, and when a slight hint of change occurs, you panic, you worry too much that you won't be able to do the stuff that you need to do, and change will now scare you. That you're gonna try harder to control everything. But the truth is, the only thing that you can control in this world is yourself, your actions, your behavior, your mindset. But other things, you can't. So let go of that attachment. You have to accept now that change is inevitable. Once you accept that, I can't promise that change won't hurt. It still will, I'm pretty sure. But it will feel lighter. There's gonna be less pressure on you because you know that it's already out of your control. The best thing you can do is to align yourself with what you want, with the self that you see in the future. Allow yourself to be free of those attachments and that control. Next. This cake is so good. I think it's raspberry. Yeah. Okay. This one, the fourth one, has been hitting me recently. But before that, look at stage. So, your parents, most often than not, just want the best for you in ways they know how. I don't know how to say it properly, but we put their parents on this kind of level of they're grown adults. We're too harsh on them. But the thing is, most often than not, I'm not saying in all cases, they're doing their best with what they know. And understandably so, their actions or their behavior might feel like it's not meeting your needs or it's not something that you need right now, but they're just doing what they think is best in ways that they learned from their upbringing. And their upbringing was much different than ours. They had different ideals, especially in the Philippines. They were much more strict with Christianity and this conservative ideals. They might not completely get you, but that's normal. I think what matters here is they're trying to understand you. They just have a different lens. They have a different perspective that they're coming from. It's coming from a perspective of a much more older generation. As teenagers, as kids, much more difficult to accept that your parents, it's also their first time living. That they're still, until now, they're still trying to figure out how to parent you, how to be a better parent to you. At the end of the day, they just want what's best for you. It takes understanding on both ends, from the kid and from the parents. For parents, please understand that as teenagers, we want that freedom to explore the world. We have that urge to learn more about the world, to learn more about ourselves. The more that you keep saying no, the more that you're strict on us, the more that we will do that thing. And I know I might not know the best, right now, since I've never experienced being a parent and I don't know the struggles of being a parent. I think something that I like with the current parenting of our generation now is the fuck around and find out attitude, where you let those kids get a taste of something, get a taste of that experience that they want, and most often than not they will know how to limit themselves because they've already experienced it. Let them experience stuff the hard way. The best lessons are learned through experience. Let them experience it. Let them suffer a little so they know. They know the consequences of their action. But for teenagers, don't be defensive from your parents' protection. And it might not align with what you want right now, but at the end of the day, they just want what's best for your safety. It's your parents' first time living as well. They were once kids, and now they're adults suddenly trying to figure out how to parent you with what's given to them. So, be more lenient to your parents, be more kind to them. For both teenagers and parents, meet each other halfway and try to understand each other. Communicate. And I know that's easier said than done, communicating, but try. Try it in the kindest, gentlest way you can. So, yes. Okay, next one is I read something that said, people can meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. I think I saw this in TikTok, but I don't remember. It just really stuck with me. I think when we hear this quote, it focuses on other people, but it made me rethink about myself, my own beliefs, about my own depth. How much you know yourself, how much you're willing to challenge yourself will show up in the quality of relationships you have. So the more that you try to learn, invest in yourself, constantly challenge yourself, put yourself out there, the more quality relationships you have. Because your quality as a person, your worth, your knowledge, what you bring to the table, it changes your role in your relationships. You carry yourself better because you do know better. It leads to more engaging and in-depth conversations. In turn, your relationships grow deeper. Always invest in yourself. Always prioritize learning, education, whether that's learning a new hobby, exploring nature, immersing yourself in leadership roles, positions. Those kinds of experiences changes you and teaches you more about the world. Immerse yourself in a variety of aspects in the world that you can talk to a lot more people. And as I said, all of us are relational. We learn from each other. And the more that you know, the more that you build better relationships. And the more that you understand people. The sixth one, time flies by so quickly. This is something that I realized when I first moved here in San Francisco. It's that we all age so fast. I remember 3 months in, I called my parents, and suddenly both my mom and my dad looked older. And I'm just like, oh no. I felt so guilty and so sad that, oh, they look older and I'm not there to witness it. And I am adding more to that stress that they have as they're aging, because I'm here in San Francisco with a lot more expenses and with an expensive school. And sometimes I wake up, oh, I wish my mom was here outside. I'm not gonna cry. I wish that my parents were there outside my room and just like, oh, just doing their simple things, like doing their everyday activities, doing their everyday tasks. And you never know, like once you with distance, you just realize the things that you missed out on or the things that you took advantage of. It's seeing them age has been quite sad. Please spend time with your loved ones. Appreciate the time that you have now, because you never know, time flies by so quickly. And honestly, as much as I want to go home, of course financially it is harder. I know that money will come back, but there's also the reality that I also have to save up for so many other stuff that I want to work on. I realized that I took advantage of so many moments that I could have spent with my family and my parents when I was younger. So now that I'm far, far away and don't have that much time with them every day anymore as much as I used to, appreciate all those moments while you still can. Spend time with them, talk to them, learn more about them, show appreciation, say thank you, say I love you to them. You will never regret saying those words to someone, to the people you love, to your family. And it's better that you say things now than to regret in the future not saying them. Last one is jealousy is a disease. Your timeline is different than others. Their wins does not mean a loss for you. I know that at this age, there's a lot of comparison, especially with social media. For me personally, I don't like opening LinkedIn because every time I open it, there's just like people my age achieving so many stuff while I'm here lying on my bed. But your pace is different than theirs. Their life is different than yours. You have different goals, you have different outlooks, you have different perspectives. You are different from each other. Don't compare yourself to that because you are different. You have a different path ahead of you, and that's what makes your journey special. That's what makes you special. Don't be jealous of them. Don't be jealous of your peers. Learn from them instead. Ask advice from them. Talk to them. Inquire them about, oh, how was your experience with this? How did you feel about this? To learn from them and to learn from their mistakes and learn from their successes as well. Don't view them as competition. View them as a teacher for you. So yes, thank you so much for listening to me. And Stitch. I think I finally finished the cake. And I know that as a 20-year-old girl, I still have a lot to learn in the world. I will bring these lessons that I've learned in my 20s to my 20s, or in my, I don't know anymore. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope that you did learn something from my long rant about many things. And thank you so much. Bye bye.